The first time Brenda Dunn walked into the Bristol Public Library, she was hopeful that her new work-study assignment would last long enough to fund her degree in secretarial administration from Bristol Commercial College. Fresh out of high school, she was assigned a job as a page, shelving books in the modern building that had relocated from Bristol, Tennessee's Anderson Street to Bristol, Virginia's Good Street just a few years earlier. The year was 1972.
I was a student. Hadn't been in the library but one time before then, because I got my books at the high school or whatever I was reading or what we had at home. Thought I was going to start a day and read all the books in the library. I started as a page shelving books, shelf reading, which was putting the books in order. Then they started calling me in from school to come help. So by September, I was, by December, I had been asked to work full time, so I was going to school from 8 to noon, noonish, and then working at the library from noon till 9, every night, every weekend, for 2 years, from December of 72 till I went full-time salary in July of 74. After I stopped being a page, I worked circulation, typed overdue notices for a while, and then my first big job was typing all the catalog cards that went in the filing system where you could find books. That was a big job. I probably typed 1 million catalog cards, but we had we got this new fancy typewriter, that you type the first card and then it would type that. All you had to add was the subject heading on top. So, I was going to sleep. So while I was typing catalog cards, I could read a book on the side. So after that, I moved over here, a job I said I would never do, but I had been helping the bookkeeper at the time. So when she retired, I just slipped right into this job.
She slipped right into her current job as Director of Finance, overseeing all things financial and witnessing many changes within the library during her 5 decades on staff.
No card catalog, for one thing. We went to microfiche, and then we were the last library in the state of Virginia to automate, which I thought was kind of wild. Other big changes. Barcoding all the books for automation was fun. Of course, all the books are bugged, so they alarm if they go out the door without being checked out, which is fun. As far as my job goes, I went kicking and screaming into computer use. I did everything by hand for years. It was easy once I got through it. Check writing is so much faster.
The biggest change came in the late 1990s when a new library landed at the top of the public's wish list during a community visioning process. Then, after months of searching for the perfect site, community leaders agreed to remodel and expand the library at its current Good Street site.
It was kind of exciting because we had stuffed all the books we could stuff in the old library. We'd used every available space and shelf that we could find. I was happy that Bristol picked the library as the top of their list of things they wanted. We ended up right back here, which was okay. We like being here.
What are you missing if you haven't been to the Bristol Public Library?
Well, they're missing out on a great library staff, for one thing, because I think we have the best reference librarian probably anywhere. Because if you need to find something, she'll find it for you. All the resources we have, we've got books on everything. If we don't have it, we can get it. We just started that library of things, come and rent you a pressure washer or a mandolin, We've got a violin. So it was just always something new going on all the time. Programs, the children's department, we've got a really good children's librarian. Things for the teens. It's just a wonderful place and a beautiful building.
Those who know Brenda best often comment on her dedication to Lighthouse Baptist Church, a church she helped grow since the early 80s, and for her extensive collection of elephants.
This all started with one little brass elephant on a wooden bottom in the old building. I don't know why I bought it, but after he sat on my desk, they started coming. And they just kept coming. Now, when we moved out of the old building, everything got boxed and taken home, and I have yet to find the little brass elephant that was the original elephant. He's still boxed somewhere. But once people think you like something, then they just come. Love the little ones, though.
In addition to her elephants, Brenda has a close-knit family. Harry, her husband of 48 years, is retired from the Bristol, Virginia school system. They have 2 sons, Harry Jr. and Rodney, and 1 daughter, Rebecca, who also works at the library, and 2 grandchildren.
They're getting old on me because they're 14 and 16 now, and they're about done with their grandma.
Brenda's 50 years at the Bristol Public Library were recently recognized with a gathering of close friends, family members, and community leaders who presented her with cards, gifts, and proclamations from the state of Tennessee and the cities of Bristol, Tennessee, and Virginia. It was nice to be recognized, she said, and to be surrounded by friends, so she could announce once again that after 50 years, she still loves her job and has no plans to retire.
It's just, the books, the people, the public. My husband worked in the school system as a custodian, and I was with him one Saturday, and I saw this sign in this teacher's lounge that said, "If you do the job you like, you'll never work a day in your life."